How y'all doing today? Alright, it's 75 degrees. We're over here in the shade, just got done doing some working. To think that all this happened by chance, and to deny that there is a creator of this universe, of this place, and that everything works the way it does, is absurd. There's a God, and He's awesome. And He gave His Son Jesus for you. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that too. So anyway, that just hit me, so you had to take it. What we did today is we've been using the diatomaceous earth as a pest repellent. I'm thinking that when you put it on the leaves themselves, that it coating the leaves is probably taken away from it. It might be even burning the leaves a little bit because the sun's hitting the leaves, but it's hitting it through that chalky seashell residue. So I'm thinking it's best to treat your pest on the ground with the diatomaceous earth. Squirt it on there in the bottle like I showed you, but get closer to the plants and not try to hit the leaves. And if you do hit the leaves, just shake them off a little bit. What I have come up with, though, is a way to repel the insects from the leaves. We've had some insects eating the leaves. So if you took care of the one, I keep thinking I see a snake over there. I don't. It's on top of that mulch bed. It's a piece of bark. The flying insects can still come on to the plants. So I found out that they don't like onion, because I ain't got no problem with onion bed. And sure enough, they do not like marigolds. That's why I planted them there. So strong scented stuff, onion smells, marigold smells. I've researched this and it's true. I'm fixing to prove it to be true. But what I mean is it's backed by research when I say it's true. I don't know for sure, but we're going to find out. If you go to Walmart or anywhere like that, you can get this 100% pure peppermint oil. This is an essential oil. They use it in massages. You buy it where you get the frankincense and the lavender and stuff like that. You get your little squirt deal. And get you a good spray bottle. I like the Zep ones from Home Depot. These are a different kind that I'd gotten online. I'll just keep using them until they quit me, and I'll get those real good Zep ones. But what we're looking at here is 1 drop per 20 ounces. Or I'm sorry, 1 drop per 2 ounces. For every 2 ounces, 1 drop of peppermint oil. Or you can do 1 tablespoon per gallon and make a gallon of it with a tablespoon. And then you're going to add a few drops of dish liquid, okay? Just a few drops. Alright, so this is a bottle already made up, but we're going to make one. So my bottle here is 23 ounces. For easy math, we're going to go to 22 ounces. So I need 1 drop for every 2 ounces. So that means I need 11 drops. Or in my case 12, because I don't do odd numbers and I like to go over anyway. Except for 21. So we're gonna go. Got me a dropper of it. Man, it smells good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. I added a couple. Because like I said, I like to go over. And going over in that big of a deal ain't gonna matter. So now I'm gonna add a few drops. It's hard to do a few drops of this, so it's gonna look like a little stream. Good enough. Now what happens is this dishwashing soap binds the peppermint oil to the water better, so you're not looking at, you know, water, peppermint oil separation. It helps bind the two together. We're going to shake it up and occasionally shake it up while you're spraying. Alright, let's go do that. Dad repaired this hydrant, and me and my sons set it, and got us proud of that. They did a good job. Now we're gonna go in here slow, because if you don't, that dishwashing soap's gonna bubble up on you. You're not gonna be able to tell where you're at. But I'm gonna go until I see that water line hit up around 23, but I'm gonna start out easy. All right, so what we're looking at here is almost 23, not quite, but that's fine, that's good for me. I want some shaking room anyway. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give it a shake. It's gonna come out your nozzle. It's gonna make you smell like peppermint. Good little shake. You're gonna have this adjusted where it's not a stream, but it's not a really fine mist. See that? That's about what we're looking for. We don't want a stream, but we don't want such a fine mist that it disperses before it gets to where it's going. We want to be able to hit from a distance and be able to hit it. So I'll give you an example here. We've already done this. We've done every leafy plant out here except for the marigolds. We've done the strawberries, all the beans, the cabbages. We haven't done the radishes yet because I'm fixing to thin them, because I can't take it. I'm going to do it. And we've done all the tomatoes. We didn't do the corn, but you want to protect those. Once you start seeing that you're having a problem, you need to address it right away. Because if you don't, there was one time I seen some bugs on my tomato plants. A few holes here and there on the leaves. I said, well, that's a problem. I'm gonna come back tomorrow and take care of that when I get off work. The next day when I got off work, there wasn't a single tomato leaf on there. It was gone. I mean, they moved in and took it. So you need to stay diligent. If you're not seeing any problems, don't worry about it. But if you start to see problems, go ahead and start doing some treatment. Alright, so I'm just going to do a cabbage plant again for y'all. This don't hurt them at all. It don't burn them or nothing. So what I do is I can just come in here. See that? Nice and wet. And I'll just come to the other side. This is where that power, I can go in like that, get the back side of that leaf. And that's done. Let's go do it. I'll show you a tomato plant real quick. This is fast. It don't take long. But so all you do is you go down one side. See that? See how them leaves are coated? And then you go all the way down your row, and then you come back, and when you come back, do the other side. This is what I was telling you about. See them holes? Now, this could be disease a little bit, but could be bugs eating some holes in it too, which I think it's bugs because it's closer to the ground. It's closer to the ground. So I think it's bugs. Them bugs work their way up it. So I'm just gonna stop them right now. I'm gonna stop them right now. And what'll happen is that'll dry. See how it's wet? It'll dry and it'll be minty. And them bugs ain't gonna, they don't want to mess with mint. They just don't. It's like messing with this marigold or messing with them onions. They're not gonna mess with them. So we're gonna keep tabs on it, make sure it worked, and report back to you. I'll do that probably once a week. Once a week I'll come through, give it the peppermint treatment, and just to keep it a little minty. It says it will not make your vegetables taste minty, so I'm not worried about that. It took us, how many bottles, Levi? How many bottles, Luke Keekly?
Not even, what, 2, 3?
3, because I know I refilled once,
Yeah, 3.
but I only used half of it because it's still over there.
Yeah.
2.5 bottles. So it's 2.5 bottles done all that. You know, we didn't do the onions, we didn't do the marigolds, but we done everything else. And so that's nothing. So 2.5 bottles, that was 11, 22, 34 drops of peppermint oil done this whole garden. I don't know how many drops is in that little container, but it's worth it because I think that little peppermint oil thing was like $5 or $6. So I think I should stock up on that for future gardening. But anyway, I'm gonna thin these radishes out. I wanted to show you that trick because it's a dang good one. Then you're not coating your leaves with that diatomaceous. But I will come in with that diatomaceous on the ground, and when it's dry like it is now, after heavy rains come and wash it away, if the bugs start coming onto the beds again, I can sprinkle it on the ground, keeping it off the leaves. All right, y'all have good.